Hello, welcome everyone tonight. This is Yusufchowdhury, digital marketing coach here in San Antonio, Texas. Let me go ahead and flip the screen for you all. Okay, how y'all doing tonight? Let me know if everything is working fine because there were some issues with. Hey, Henry, what's going on, bro? I'm here at Geekdom tonight. Okay, so y'all can hear me though? I want to make sure that there's no issues because there've been tons of issues lately. Empowered to become. Thank you for joining. Okay, so y'all can hear me. Everything is clear. Looks nice. All right. So there was some talk about some of the. Good to see you. About one of the update on Periscope that if you don't follow me after 15 minutes, you're gonna get kicked out, which is kind of weird. I'm not sure that works because we tested it. It didn't happen. But for those that are new, okay, for those that are new, and if you want to continue receiving this or want to stay for a while, then please do follow me. I'm going to make sure that after 10 minutes, I'm going to remind everyone, okay? Here we go. So this is part 3 of the amazing Google products that we talked about. If you missed the first one or the second one, please go to catch.me/yusufchowdhury, and you can check the rest of the other product. Corona, good to see you. So here we go, folks. Let's start. We stopped lastly on the 50. Okay, there are actually more than 150 Google products. So we talked about several of them in our scope, and we're going to continue after the 50. So the 51st, I'm going to basically what I will do, I will mention the Google products. So if you know, press 1. If you don't, press 2. This is for Google products, the Google product and services. There are more than 100 Google product and services that you probably knew or you didn't. So I'm just going to mention those products so you can basically kind of check it out and use them. Does that make sense? So there you go. So here we go. The first one after the 51st, I'm going to say it's Google Plus. Does anybody know what is Google Plus? If you know, just press number 1, and if you don't, press number 2. Janet said yes. All right. Who else? Number 2. Celeste, you said you don't know what is Google Plus. Okay, so we got a bunch of number 1s. All right. Well, first of all, when you sign up with your Gmail account, Google will create a social media platform called Google Plus. It's a personal Google Plus personal profile. And what happened, pretty soon they're going to actually discontinue that platform. So I guess it doesn't matter, right? But if you do want to know how the Google Plus looks like, just log into your Gmail account and click on your profile, and you will have this platform called Google Plus. But that's going to be completely gone, okay? All right, so that's number, let's see, that was 51. And 52 is Blogger. Does anybody know what is Blogger? If you know what is Blogger, press number 1. If you don't, press number 2 so we can move forward. Yes, Blogger. Blogger. All right, cool. So you know what is Blogger. Awesome. Janice, you don't know what is Blogger? Google Blogger is like a blogging platform. It's very, 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 very old school. So if you don't know, I can show you quickly. So if you know what is Blogger, press number 1. If you don't know what is Blogger, press number 2. All right, so just like WordPress.com, LiveJournal, Tumblr, there's something called Blogger 3. Okay, let's see. Come on, Blogger, move. Let me show you how the Blogger looks like. Okay. Let's see, Blogger. Freaking taking me to a sign-up page. I don't want to be on a sign-up page. Okay, so just go to blogger.com. It's a free service. Thank you. It's a free service from Google. Basically, it's for blogging. It's free. You can set it up, and I mean, it doesn't cost anything. But again, it's any other platform out there, like Tumblr or WordPress.com. In fact, no, I do not work for Google. I do provide Google products. Use Google services for my clients. I'm a Google partner, by the way, but I don't work for them. I have my own business. Okay, I run my own business. So when we started a long time ago in 2006 with the video blog, we actually used Blogger, and we still have the same website. So that's 52. Now, 53 is Google Fonts. Anybody know what is Google Fonts? Go ahead and press number 1 if you know what is Google Fonts. And if you don't, press number 2. Google Fonts, some said yes, some said no. Google Fonts. Anybody knows what is Google Fonts? Number 1 and number 2. Okay, so basically this is the the fonts for your text, right? So let me show you. And the link is, let me show you real quick here. Let me flip the screen. All right. So there you go. That's a Google Fonts. Okay. And as you can see, the link is google.com/fonts. Basically, a bunch of fonts for text. For your, if you want to write a content for your website, this is just Google Fonts, different styles. Hey, Joanne, good to see you. So that's what they are. You can add it to your collection. You can add it to your Word document or the Google Work document, or you can also use it for web. If you have a WordPress website, you can install a Google Fonts plugin so you can use all these fonts, okay? I don't know what is Google BOFA. Sorry about that. I'll have to check it out. All right. Sorry about the frozen thing, Michelle. These. Good one, man. That's a good one. You might want to play with that. Maybe you want to play with your own, what I'm saying, your reproductive system. Just don't be too graphic. You might end up not having kids. All right. So there you go. That was the number 53 Google Fonts. Okay. Then, all right. It's okay. It's okay. He's been fine. If he acts like shady, then we can give him that honest welcome. So that's Google Fonts. Anybody heard of Google? Does anybody know what is Google Analytics? Does anybody know what is Google Analytics? If you know what is Google Analytics, press number 1. If you don't, number 2. Google Analytics. If you know, go ahead, say number 1. There you go. Of course, Joanne, do you still do WordPress seminars? Yes, I do. In fact, we're working on WordCamp for next year as well. All right. What's up, Rod? Come here, man. Have a seat, man. Have a seat. I'm talking about Google products. So here you go. Here's Rod right here. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm like, how y'all doing? Okay, anyway. So Google Analytics. Anybody knows Google Analytics? Number 1, I've seen. Yeah, WordCamp. We'll talk about that later. It's a conference for WordPress. So Google Analytics. Okay. Let me show you real quick. So here we go. Okay. All right. So this is Google. Okay, I have like a 2 voice coming out. So this is Google Analytics. This is very, very important for your website. Okay. You need to configure Google Analytics for your website in terms of looking at how many traffics you're getting, where the traffic coming from, what are the 5 traffic channels and whatnot. So this is very, very important service that you must have if you have a website. So that's Google Analytics, okay? All right, so there you go. That's Google Analytics. Okay, all right, next. Next is, let's see, that was 54, 55. Yes, 55 is Google Search Console. Anybody knows what is Google Search Console? Anderson, thank you for joining us tonight. Anybody knows what is Google Search Console? If you know, press number 1, and if you don't, press number 2. Okay, awesome. Illinois. Thank you. All right, so Google Search Console, we talked about, hey, Kathy, we talked about Google Analytics by having an important platform for your website. And guess what? You also need to have Google Search Console, aka Google Webmaster Tool. Okay, because the Google Webmaster Tool will tell you if the Google Spider is crawling properly, if there's any errors, if you're attacked by a malware, or if you're hacked, if your on-site SEO is done correctly, you have to use Google Search Console. And by the way, folks, for those that have been here waiting for a few minutes, and if you find some value, please go ahead and click the number 19 right here. See the number 19 right there, and go ahead and share it in Facebook and Twitter. And make sure if you're not following me, do follow me, because there's some rumors been going on all day long saying that if you don't follow me and after 15 minutes, you might get kicked out. You won't be able to go back to the live streaming again. Okay, so make sure if you're new, follow me. Okay, so let me show you how Google Search Console looks like. I hope. Let's see if it comes up right here. Google Search Console. It used to be called a Google Webmaster Tool. I mean, come on, let's see here. It's not gonna show. Okay, thanks, brother. See you later after the... Yeah, I'm gonna probably leave in like around 20 minutes. Yeah. So, okay, my buddy Rod, the grasshopper. Okay, so let me see if I can show you how it looks. Google Webmaster Tool. Google Webmaster Tool. Bear with me, please. Bear with me. Bear with me. Hey, Eddie. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you again. Yeah, they renamed it, Kathy, a while back. It's been almost like, I don't know, several months. They renamed it to Google Search Console. I don't know why Google does that. But yeah, they renamed it, and now it's called Google Search Console. Give me a second. I'm having a problem with my browser. And let me show you. So yeah, for those that you have, if you're new and if you found a value in this, you haven't followed me, please do follow me, because after 5 minutes, I'm not sure if this is true, that after 5 minutes you get kicked out if you're not my friend. Okay. Hey man, don't worry about it, man. Let's just focus on the content, okay? Don't worry about it. No, it's not frozen, Michelle. It's working fine. It looks like everyone can see me. Okay. Let's see. All right, so what you need to do, for some reason it's keep pulling up my actual sign up page. So what you need to do is go to google.com/webmaster/tools. So if I log in, I'm going to show you how it looks, but I don't want to log in. I want to show you how it looks, and this ridiculous browser is not giving me the opportunity to do that. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Give me a second here. It's a Google Webmaster Tool. Alrighty then. Come on. Show yourself. All right. So now we know why Google Webmaster Tool is so important. Okay, Google Webmaster Tool. It's very, very, very important. Not now. Let's see. Is the screen frozen, y'all? No, it's not frozen. Okay. Well, for some reason, it's forcing me to sign in. So just do a search for Google Search Console or Google Webmaster Tool, and in fact, I'll do a scope on that later on how to use it. Okay. But for some reason, I apologize. It's not letting me show you the site because it's forcing me to log in. Okay. Thank you, Joanne. Michelle, you might want to leave and come back quickly. Okay. So here we go. So don't forget to, for those that are new, don't forget to follow me. You can just click on number 18 right here and just follow me, so you're not going to miss after 15 minutes. Okay. And if you want to share this, please do share it. Or if you want to invite your friends, do that as well. So that was number 55, Google Search Console. Now, Google Consumer Survey. Anybody, excuse me. Anybody heard of Google Consumer Survey? For those that wants to do some sort of market research. If you heard of Google Consumer Survey, press number 1. If you didn't, press number 2. You didn't? I was like, what? All right. So let me show you real quick. Let me show you. All right, there you go. All right, so there you go. This is Google Consumer Survey. So for business, specifically if you're a business, let's say you have an idea, you're a startup company. So what you can do, you can create this survey and basically have somebody else give some sort of feedback. Okay, I will. Okay, so this is for like you want to find, if you want to get some ideas, like some sort of survey about your startup, whether this is a good idea or not. Okay, so that's a Google a consumer survey, how it works. So imagine surveying the web with a tool so precise it could predict the 2012 prediction. Very interesting. So check it out. Ask your questions, and people are going to answer them for you. Okay, analyze the results. Okay. And you can get the result within 24 hours. So check it out, Google Survey, Consumer Survey. I mean, I'm surprised that you guys missed this part, okay? So it's more like for business really stuff. So if you have a product, if you have a service, you have an idea, this is what is it for. And I believe it's not free. I think you have to pay. Let me see what's the price right here. Price, let's see, create a survey. I don't remember the price, but do double check. Okay, you can go to catch.me/yusufchowdhury. You can go to catch right here. You see that? Catch.me/yusufchowdhury, and you can click on the video and watch it from there, okay? So what do you guys think about this consumer, right? Market research for a fraction of the cost. It's pretty awesome. Somebody asked me, how can I do a market research for my business? Well, there you go. Google consumer survey. Isn't that cool? Give me a thumbs up if you all think this is awesome. Okay? Give me a thumbs up if you all think this is awesome. Thank you for joining. Please follow me. If you join right now, please follow me, because if you don't, after 15 minutes of my scope, I heard that you will get kicked out if you are not my friend. Okay, so there you go, Google Consumer Survey. Okay, so check it out for those. It's very affordable that I heard, but so that's awesome, right? Google Consumer Survey. I'm like, what? Nobody knew about this? Oh my god. Okay, all right. So that was number 56. Okay. All right. That was number 56. Now, anybody heard of Google Speed Page? Hey, what's going on, Sam? Good to see you, Mr. Lopez. So, anybody heard of Google Speed Page? If you did, press number 1, and if you didn't, press number 2. Okay. Okay. Number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2. All right. Google Speed Page. It's a free tool to check the speed of your website. As you know, part of the SEO ranking factor, your website has to be fast. So all you have to do, let me show you this link real quick. You all need to go ahead and test this right now. Enter your website right there and check the speed of your website, because it does really matter. Okay. So here we go. Let me show you, folks. Let me show you. All right. Let's see, the number is going down because we're going to get kicked out. All right, here we go. So this is Google Speed Insight. I mean, the link is kind of too long. It's like developers.google.com/speed/page speed/insight. Just do a Google for Google Speed Page, and this is what you're going to get. So you're going to put the website right here, and it will show you, it will give you the result. It will tell you how fast it is. Now, remember this. It is best that you are going to be above 85%. We prefer 95 and up, but for the desktop and mobile, you should be above 85%. Do your website. Let's see if we have. Actually, I don't have. If I have time, actually, I will do it. Okay, Torhil, good to see you, man. All right. So that was Google Speed Page. Make sure that you're above 85%, 90 even better for a desktop and mobile device. Okay. If you have issues, you can. Google will tell you what are the issues, so you can pass it. And let's go on my side. Yes. And Google, will show you how to make it faster. If it requires coding, you just pass it to a developer or just contact me, okay? We have developers in our company, our team, that can take care of that as well. All right, so that is Google Speed Page 57. All right, now 58. Anybody heard of, again, give me number 1 if you heard this, mobile-friendly test. Google mobile friendly test. If you heard about this, number 1. If you didn't, number 2. Okay. So number 2. Thank you. Thanks, Joanne. All right. So Google mobile friendly test. Okay. So let me show you. As you know, since April of this year, I think 22nd or 21st, any website that is not responsive based design or mobile friendly, Google will not show those websites on the mobile device. So somebody looking for a dentist, let's say in New York, and your website is not mobile friendly, there's a chance that Google will not show that result. Okay? So you have to make sure that your website is mobile friendly. So this tool helps you to tell you, plug in your website right there, it will tell you whether you're mobile friendly or not. So here's the link right here. Let me show you. Hey, David, good to see you, man. Thank you for joining. So there you go. This is the link, google.com/webmastertools/tools/mobile friendly. Oh my God, it's so long, it's so crazy. You can't even remember that. Easy. Go to Google and do a search for Google mobile friendly test. Okay. All I have to do is just put your website right here, and it will tell you whether it's a mobile friendly or not. It's a very awesome tool. I highly recommend you check it out as soon as possible today. All right. Sage, good to see you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. Make sure you do follow me, because if you don't, I heard that after 15 minutes, you're going to get kicked out, but it looks like it's been more than 20 minutes. All right. So that was number 58. Okay. Number 59, you all probably heard this. Don't tell me you don't know this. I will flip. Let's see. 59 is Google Glass. Press number 1 if you heard of Google Glass. Number 2 if you didn't, just don't be a glass holes, okay? Google Glass number 1. David, everyone number 1. Awesome. Google Glass, of course, everyone heard it. Did you guys know they're still there? People think it was discontinued. It hasn't been discontinued. It was just moved to a different department. So yes, those are the one with the glass. Yes. So what happened? They basically moved to a different section of the company so they can start continuing on, fixing it or improving it. So that's Google Glass. It's pretty awesome because once you wear it, I can search. I can search for anything through the glass. I can talk to it. I can take a picture while I'm walking. Freaky, huh? It's like freaking $1,500. Like, woo! All right. I wanted to get a beta test, but didn't get a chance. So that's Google Glass. All right. 60, Google Venture. Anybody knows what is Google Venture? Number 1 if you know, number 2 if you don't. Google Venture. Number 2. Number two. So this is the section of Google's company. Ray has those glasses. This is a section of the company that they invest in startup companies. Okay. So that's what it is. So you will find a lot of information about what kind of companies that Google actually invested, since they're also acting like a venture, right? So there you go. That's called Google Venture, gv.com. So you can look at the team that actually running it. Okay. Okay, for entrepreneurs first. So they help entrepreneurs. They have all these companies that they bought, okay, and invested and whatnot. A lot of information right there about what is Google Venture. Provides venture capital, venture capital funding to build new companies. We invest independently of Google, and we've backed more than 300 companies, including Uber, Nest, Slack, Foundation, and so forth. So that's what Google Ventures are for. So you can, if you want to learn more, please check it out, gv.com. Okay. We help you close deals. Look at that. All right. How many of you knew about this awesome section of Google? All right. So check it out. gv.com, Google Venture. Okay. So that was number 60. Is that interesting? I got to hurry up. All right. And let's see. 61. What's up, Henry? Good to see you back, brother. Anybody know what is Google Green? Number 1 if you know what is Google Green, and number 2 if you don't. Okay. Number 1 if you know what is Google Green, and number 2 if you don't. Google Green. Yes, folks. Google Green. Press number 1 if you know what it is, and number 2 if you don't. Mike, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Some people going crazy, yeah? Well, so are they like scoping? I've seen in some of the periscope, like each one of them like scoping, like, I don't know, man, like a bunch of zombies. I don't think I'm going to go to periscope. If everyone's doing that, I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to go because, I mean, come on, y'all meeting in real life, freaking put the phone down and start, talking instead of just like, I don't know, to me, I think it's ridiculous. All right. So, anybody heard of Google Green? Number 1 and number 2 if you didn't. No, I don't see any response. I see a bunch of hearts. Google Green, number 1. Google, no? Okay, let me show you. Okay, there you go. You think so, Mike? Did you go there? So there you go. Google.com/green. Basically, they talk about using their platform through, environmental friendly, renewable energy. They have like different kind of product, different kind of visions. And they're basically they serve a platform. Everything is built on green or environmental friendly, that kind of stuff. They've been carbon neutral since 2007. They made agreement with like $2 million with fund in renewable energy. So that's what it's about. It's a bunch of information about everything green. Okay, so that's pretty cool from Google to be heading to that direction. Okay. So that's Google Green. All right. Number 61. No, I was checking earlier. The ones I follow, it's like they were they were like a prom. Oh man, Mike, tell me about it. Yes, thank you. Recap, you said 51 Google Plus, 52 Google Blogger, 53 Google Fonts, 54 Google Analytics, 55 Google Search Console, 56 Google Consumer Survey, 57 Google PageSpeed, 58 Mobile Friendly, 59 Google Glass, 60 Google Venture, 61 Google Green. Okay, and number 62. This is going to be very interesting. Anybody heard of Google Crisis Response? Number one, if you know what it is. Cindy, good to see you. And number two, if you don't. Google Crisis Response. Number one, please. Press number one, if you know what is Google Crisis Response. And number two, if you don't. Michelle said number two. She doesn't know what is. Let's see. Number two. Okay, cool. Sage, let me show you. So this is an awesome feature and service from Google. I mean, to me, it's like, whoa, this is like great. So let me show you what it is. Let me show you, folks. You're going to like this, okay? You are going to like this. So Google Crisis Response, what happens, imagine when the situation that happened in Nepal a couple of months ago. So in terms of disaster, if you want to find somebody, like response effort information, want to look for your friends and family who probably got, in those bad situations, find the information. Does that make sense? When disaster strike, the Google Crisis Response team assess the severity and the scope of the disaster and the relevance of our tools for the situation to determine whether and how to respond. Okay? So they update information quickly about any disaster situation. So you can find all this information right here, and you can also report it. Yes, this is very, very awesome. Like here, you have like a Google Public Alerts. So if you're looking for your friends and family or somebody, God forbid, you think that we need to find them, you can use this tool. Look at that, Google Person Finder, okay, Google Crisis Map, Google Public Alert. So all this information updates in real time. Lulu, good to see you, within those situations. So anytime there's again, God forbid, anytime there's a bad situation somewhere else, and you want to find it quickly, you go to google.com/crisis response, okay, crisis response. All right, so that was number 62, Google Crisis Response. And let's see, what is this? And of course, you all know Google. Let's see. Thank you, thank you, Lulu. Okay, thank you for coming. Let's see how much we got left here. So 62. Let me check this one. I gotta also leave pretty soon. Planning tools. Okay. All right. I guess I'm just gonna probably stop here for a few more, and we'll continue part 4 later. Anybody heard of YouTube Trends or YouTube Trends Dashboard? YouTube Trends Dashboard. Anybody heard of YouTube Trends Dashboard? That should be like 63. YouTube Trend. There you go, David. You heard of it. Awesome, right? YouTube Trend Dashboard, number 1, number 2. How many heard of the Google YouTube Trends Dashboard? Anybody? So we got, David said yes, and Michelle said no. So let me show you. This is all the trending videos in YouTube. So you can go to this link. There you go. YouTube.com plus YouTube is part of a Google product. So youtube.com/trends dashboard. So here you can select any country, any city, and any age group, male or female, and you can also compare what are the most popular trending videos, in YouTube. Okay? It's pretty cool, right? See that? So this will help you to do some research. Thank you so much. So you can select different countries, you can select different, compare with other, look at that, I can compare from country to country, right? And different age group, male or female, and it will give me a rank of what is trending within that demographic. Okay? So there you go. So YouTube Dashboard, that's another one. Okay? All right. So there you go. That was number. It's awesome, right? It's very good if you want to do YouTube videos, you want to understand your target market, you want to understand what's going on, and there you go. So that was 64. 63 Google YouTube Trends. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's see what else I have. I guess I'm just going to stop at 65, okay? Because I really have to run. Anybody heard of Google Fiber? In fact, I'm very excited because in San Antonio, they're going to have Google Fiber coming in soon. I know they have it in Austin. Anybody knows what is Google Fiber? Google Fiber. It is the awesome, fastest internet service ever. So you all know Google Fiber, right? So if you want to go to fiber.google.com, enter your zip code, and it will let you know whether they're coming to hook it up or not, okay? But this is we are working on it here in San Antonio. So once they come here, I'll be the first one to freaking get that ASAP. It's going to be the fastest internet ever. And they're going to also provide free internet for those that cannot afford it, okay? So that's Google Fiber. Just go to fiber.google.com to see all the information. Google Fiber. Okay, it's like the fastest internet service. Yes, you're from Corpus? Yeah, we have it in Austin, but I think we're going to have it pretty soon in San Antonio, Texas. You did? Awesome. Okay, so check out fiber.google.com. Okay, Google Fiber, the fastest internet service. You can watch TV you can watch everything like you're watching a TV. Okay, so they're looking for, let me show you, folks, real quick. I'll have to show you this. So here's the website. Google Fiber, okay? I think AT&T and Time Warner is kind of getting pissed off. Well, who cares? Okay, I've been using Time Warner internet for a long time, and they're great. But sorry, Time Warner, when Google comes here, I will still go with Google. Okay, so the cities that they're planning, yeah, AT&T, they laid down the fiber, but they never used it. So here we go. So it's going to come to Atlanta, Austin, it's in Atlanta, Austin, Charlotte, Kansas City, Nashville, Salt Lake City, and pretty soon in San Antonio, expansion plan. Woohoo! Look at that. It says San Antonio. Woohoo! Coming soon. All right. And we are so excited. Yeah. Fiber is coming. When I went to South by Southwest in Austin, it was awesome. I don't know, but they're talking about, as you can see it here, Henry. It's on the website. So we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. That you know what that means. If Google Fiber comes to San Antonio, you know what that means. It's going to help the economy. It's going to help bring more startup and IT companies here in San Antonio, right? So we're going to turn this, blue collar, laid back city into like high tech hub pretty soon, because Austin is like less than an hour from us. Okay. All right. So that was number 64. Okay, number 64. Let's go and talk about this, and I'm done. Okay, 65, and that is Google Grants. Anybody know about Google Grants? Press number 1 if you know, and number 2 if you don't. Google Grants. What? Google Grants? Number 1 if you know, number 2 if you don't. Google Grants. A lot of you number 2. So let me show you. Don't get too excited. I'm going to have to use this once San Antonio Marketing becomes a nonprofit. Set up on my nose. So there you go. It's a grant for a nonprofit organization, but it's not an actual money. They will give you up to $10,000 of Google AdWords. That means I can use Google advertising for which is equivalent to $10,000. But you have to be a nonprofit organization. Okay? So I can get a free up to $10,000 for Google AdWords to promote my website and whatnot. So as you all know, I don't know if I mentioned to you guys that San Antonio Marketing is in the process of becoming a non-for-profit. So once that happens, then I can definitely promote it heavily through Google AdWords. So that's what the Google AdWords grants is for. Okay? So here's the link right here, google.com/grants. Okay? All right. So there you go, folks. I will continue with the rest of the product tomorrow because I have to run. Okay? So let me know if you have any more questions. If not, please watch the replay, bookmark those websites, and make sure that if you need to use them, check them out and see if that's going to help you. Okay? I really appreciate you all for your support. Y'all are amazing for coming here tonight and, watching the scope. Really, really appreciate it. So there you go. Okay? Good night, y'all. Good night, David. Asia. Lee. Okay. How many of you? I just want to check all your names. Denise. Okay. Joanne, you're most welcome. So we'll continue tomorrow with the rest of the other Google products. Isn't that amazing? All these products are mostly like for free, and we had no clue that we can use them. Anyway, all right, folks. Thank you so much. Have a blessed night. Take care of yourself. Don't work too hard, and we'll see you all tomorrow. And thank you so much for your help and support and for being here tonight to learn this stuff. And remember, always, whatever you learn, please apply it. Okay? Take action, and don't just leave it hanging out there on the corner of the shelf or somewhere. Okay? It's not going to do anything. All right.